All right, guys, welcome to React and Chill. Here, I have a guest, David L Tamarin. Now, I'm pretty bad with names, but did I get that one right?
Yes, absolutely. That's
Okay,
correct.
that's good. That's good because back in the old show, I could never get it right, and that was part of the joke. It was just a running gag of, can this guy even pronounce any of these names? Like, what's happening here? Is he the product of the George Bush No Child Left Behind act? Yeah. Yeah, I probably am. Okay. I'm just a goofball. I present myself like that because I am at times, and I don't have a problem with that. I just like to be honest. Okay. And but here we are. We're gonna talk a little bit. From what I understand, David L Tamarin is an extreme horror author. He has several books out there, and we're gonna talk to him, pick his brain as to what his fascination is with horror and the things related, like crime, true crime, serial killers. Also, it is a reaction channel. Got to see how he reacts to certain things and what he thinks about it. I say quite a bit in my reactions, what would a random person think of the stuff that we like here on this channel? Well, and I told him, be honest. Okay, he may not like the stuff I play, and that's fine. Okay. Hey, be honest, brother. Okay? All right, David?
Okay.
All right. And you take that and you compare it to someone like BTK, who, from what I understand, didn't really seem to have a traumatic childhood, right?
Yeah, no, not that I know of. No.
Oh, how does that? Like, what do you think of that? Like, how would you write that as a story to make it convincing?
I probably couldn't. I don't understand him. I mean, he's really a puzzle to me. Um, he. I just. It's just so bizarre that he was this well-respected guy and everything, and that he was committing the most like a horrible torture murders. And not because he was abused as a child or anything like that. And he had a family. He was apparently good to his family, and he didn't go after his family. Um, so yeah, I mean that's just a whole weird dynamic. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I guess I think some people are just like born evil and with like an urge to kill people.
Just pure
And I think
evil.
that
Yeah.
that was the case.
He wanted to hurt people, not his own family, but other people. So there was that he was able to distinguish from his targets. He was like, okay. He must have seen,
Yeah.
he must have saw everyone else that wasn't his family as like subhuman or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I say evil, that's what I mean is, seeing people as less than as human beings, and therefore it's okay to, harm them.
Yeah. Ooh, that would be hard to write. Hard to make convincing too. Because you write that in a story, be like, wait, his background was what? He had a childhood, he went to school, and like there wasn't really anything traumatic. It's like he's just well, that's it. It's just pure evil. I think there is a book like that. It's called American Psycho, where he's just
Great book.
He's just psychotic. He's like really is just in the inside completely empty, not really much of anything. Wow.
I love that book. Yeah, and that's exactly right. Just on the inside, there's just nothing there.
All right. Now I have one more reaction for you. Okay. And then after this reaction, we'll get into more of your book here, the book that hates you. This book hates you. This song I chose just now. Actually, I was going to play something else, but on the subject of, I guess serial killers. This song is called MDO. The band is called LOVEBITES.
Okay.
MDO means, I believe it stands for most destructive outset. And the lyrics, well, I don't know. I'll play it and I'll see what you think of it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and put it on. You can see it. We're sharing the screen here. Let me go and put it on the screen here. And then, let's give it a go. Brace yourself. It is pretty. It is pretty heavy.
Good.
Oh yeah, it is live. Hold on. All right. All right.
Wow.
That was Lovebites MDO. All right, Brian. Brian. Oh my God. I fried my brain on that one. It was so heavy. I fried my brain on that one. David L Tamarin. What do you think of that?
That was amazing. I mean, they put on they definitely put on a show. I would love to be there. I'd love to see them live. That would be amazing. They got really hard during parts. That was intense. That was a really good song. I like
Yeah.
that better than the first one.
Oh, you liked it more than the first one? Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
And hey, just be honest, man, and I understand that. Yeah, Love Bites MDO. So you recognize it was harder, it was heavier for you.
Yeah.
What are some things you really liked about it? Some other things.
There was just moments where it just got real hard and thrashed out, and they're very theatrical, and you could tell that they put on a really good show. Coordinating with each other and things like that. So that was the main thing I noticed, and just yeah, I enjoy the singer's voice also.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah,
but musically they're amazing. I mean, it's amazing.
Okay. And it sounds like you know of some thrash bands too.
Yeah, I haven't been to a concert in a long time, but the last concert I went to was Slayer.
So, okay. They actually have some songs that are very reminiscent of Slayer.
Nice.
Could you pick any sort of references or anything from this song? Any other thrash bands?
No, but they had that familiar thrash sound. I can't think of a particular band they sound.
Okay. Yeah, they're a band from Japan. They're still active. They're very active. What you saw there was their current lineup. Been pretty much consistent. The only change was the basses. The band started, actually was founded by the bassist and the drummer. And during that time, they toured Europe. They went that far. They never really had a chance to go to the States. Around that time when they were going to, it sounded like COVID happened, and that shut everything down. The whole world went locked down, right? And during that time, shortly after, they had a change up in the lineup. The bassist left, and it's her choice, and she's doing okay. She's doing okay now. The Love Bites fans, we call ourselves the Wolf Pack. We follow up on her every now and then to see what she's doing because she's a good bassist, and she has like probably the best headbang in the business. The one you saw here, her name's Fami, and she's very popular on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel where she pretty much plays all sorts of different bass techniques, like usually slap. She does a lot of covers. Very fun, very animated, and yeah. But they went to the States. They went to the U.S. last year.
Nice.
For the first time. Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I was a skateboarder, and I read Thrasher magazine, and they reviewed and they had ordering information for all these foreign punk rock bands. And I remember there's a lot of Japanese bands that I listened to, like Japanese hardcore punk rock bands. I mean, this is decades ago, but I always liked that.
And see, I never read that magazine, but yeah, that sounds cool. I kind of wish I did. I got into the thrash stuff kind of like kind of later. I was like in high school, and my entryway was like Metallica, but like I think by the time I listened to it, it was Black Album, and then I went backwards, and then I went to like Master Puppets, and then Ride the Lightning, and then Kill 'Em All, which is actually one of my favorite Metallica albums. Okay, it just okay.
Yeah, it's great. Ride the Lightning is probably my favorite one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. But the reason why I play this is because the lyrics are kind of interesting for this. Okay, so it's called MDO, Most Destructive Outset, and like the lyrics, I don't know if you really followed what she was saying. Sometimes it's kind of hard to at times, but she says like, after came the permanent disaster, a tragic neurological disorder, turning me into a crazy monster, inverting what I see into to be imposters. Never have I seen this, said the doctor, observing my condition, and I wonder, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but maybe it's because of my disorder. And then it goes on from there. So as we were talking, I was like, And like I said, I didn't plan on showing this one. I was going to show you Baby Metal for your first time. Okay, I was like, no, let's do Love Bites. Let's do MDO, because this topic of serial killers and extreme horror, there's a weird element in this song that's kind of like on the surface, like you don't really get it because the way she sings it, it kind of seems like you told me if I'm wrong if you read it differently. And in this song, it kind of seems it's very fun. Right? It seems like a very fun song.
Yeah, it's upbeat and it's catchy for like a hard song.
Yeah, indeed. So would you expect it to have some sort of like message about going to see your doctor because you might be having a mental disorder and might be seeing people as imposters, that sort of thing?
Those are weird lyrics.
Very interesting, right? And most of their lyrics are in English. Actually, all of them except for one song, but they redid that one in English too. So anyway, that's your first exposure to Love Bites.